MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. It's interleague baseball next on MLB Network. Lance McCullers is on the mound for Houston. Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, where the retractable roof of Minute Maid Park is closed. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Lance McCullers, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Harold, what do you got?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a
chance to win. Tonight for the Cubs, center fielder number
John Jay is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
Well, he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. What's this lineup have to do tonight in order to get a W here on the road, HR?
Matt, they're facing an excellent pitcher. Look, and what great pitchers do, they get stronger as the game goes on. So to me, you got to get him early. I want to see if they take pitches, maybe try to work the count a little bit, get that pitch count up, and maybe see if they can get him weaker as he goes deeper into the game. But it's going to be a challenge, no doubt.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called, and it's a pair of punch outs that begin the ball game.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Chris Bryant swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there, and even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Jansen's a guy that's not worried about all the metrics. He's going to call his zone. And if you're pounding the ball in one spot, he's going to call it, particularly off the plate.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Mike Montgomery gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in it? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, this is the recipe they want. Their pitcher comes out, throws a scoreless top of the first, and then you get a leadoff single to start the bottom of the inning. Good start.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's set, and the pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Here's George Springer.
Right fielder, George Springer.
Yes, he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Matt, this could be a real special inning. They've already hit a home run here, and now the real power is starting to come to the plate. We might be in for a light show.
Line drive to left. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
Tell you what, Matt, they got a great pitcher going, so it takes the pressure off the offense. You know you don't need 5 or 6 runs to win a game. You just scrape out a couple, and he's going to make it stand up.
Here's Carlos Correa now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in at second base with a first-inning double.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And that's into the outfield for a run-out hit. Correa is on his way home. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He swings and grounds it to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 7th.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Hard hit ball to second. And that is into right field, a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found a hole.
Designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
I like that take right there. I know it's a strike, but man, they're making him work. He's been struggling early, and now they're making him work even more. You got to stay within your game plan and be patient, and I think this is a good plan right now.
Now a ball line foul up and over the Astro dugout.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
High in the air out to center field. Jay has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Houston. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers.
Number 44. Anthony.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. And he'll step off. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Here's another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, let's take a look at the Astros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they are moving all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics, and they really move players around playing the percentages. You'll see that a lot in this game today.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Well, he got him to chase a fastball right there off the plate. He's such a good hitter. You don't see him chase out of the zone very often. That just tells me the pitcher's got pretty good stuff.
In there, strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Pitch on its way to Avila. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators. Foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That was a curveball that never really broke. Stayed high.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Javier Baez.
Now in the box, Javier Baez. Man at first after the 2-out walk. And he's back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. First delivery to him on the way. Snap throw to first. Not in time. Two out with the man at first. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Ready on 0-2. And a breaking ball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. They trail it here 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Brian McCann. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Hit sharply on the ground. Baez has it. No problem here. One away.
Let's take a look at the Cubbies defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And at first base, Anthony Rizzo. Another one of those guys that can pick the ball out of the dirt for you. But I love the fact he's aggressive, and he'll make that throw to home. He'll throw it to second, and he'll even dive in the stands for you if he needs to.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Cameron Maybin. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw on to first takes care of Maybin, and there are two away.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jose Altuve, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single.
Well, this bunt's part of his game. You know he can fly, and everybody on the field's anticipating it, but he dropped it in the perfect spot.
Into the box, George Springer. Bunt attempt misses. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
The batter, number one, shortstop.
Stepping in now, Carlos Correa. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the left fielder to the track, and it's out of here. Back-to-back two-out home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field as they pile on. It's now 6-0.
I'll tell you, the guy on the bump is wishing there was a mercy rule in professional baseball right about now. Hey, but there's no such luck. He's just got to own those back-to-back homers and the rest of it until he gets off the hook, which might be very soon.
First baseman, number 9.
Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2.
Another first pitch hit. Man, they're going up there aggressive, looking for that first pitch fastball. He's struggling right now, and they are feasting.
Standing in now, Alex Bregman, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball called for strike 2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. It's up onto the train tracks and out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, sometimes runs come in bunches, and that's definitely the case in this inning. That's 3, count them, 3 home runs in this frame alone. 4 for the game. Did someone throw a home run derby they didn't tell me about? Sure looks that way.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout here as they'll turn things over to the bullpen from here on out. Carl Edwards Jr. enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into the box, Josh Reddick, as he rips it on the ground to second. There's Baez, and how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Astros. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Here it comes, 1-0. And he pops it up back behind second base. Correa onto the grass, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 9th, left fielder, number 8.
Digging in the switch hitter, number 8. He'll hit from the left side of the plate in this matchup. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
In now is John Jay. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Takes a knee-high fastball. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still 8-0. Evan Gattis now standing in. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Gattis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archways. It's a solo home run for Evan Gattis as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
Ryan McCann.
As he loops under the ball and pops it up.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hayward has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Fly ball into straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
That's through. Another base hit for him. He's 3 for 3. And the inning extended for George Springer to bat next.
3 for 3 on the night. He must be seeing the ball well under the lights. That single right there just kind of lets me think he's locked in pretty good.
Here's George Springer. There goes Altuve. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Hey, that's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Jay will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 more for the Astros, and it comes on this solo homer. We're through 3 here in the Space City. It's the Astros 9 and the Cubs nothing. Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Hayward.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1 pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. And this is fouled back and out of play. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. And there's ball one. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
First baseman number 44, Anthony
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
He's having a really good game. He's over 70% first pitch strike. When you get that first pitch strike, now it opens up the whole strike zone, and that's why a pitcher can dominate, and he's doing that in this game.
No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he takes a called strike 2. Here it comes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 9-0. Back with Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Puerto Rican sensation Carlos Correa gets set to kick off the inning. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, his 2nd home run of the game, as this lead got even wider.
It's getting pretty comical now. Their 6th home run of the game, and they're not done yet. They say hitting is contagious, and apparently that applies to the long ball. It's looking like batting practice out there.
First baseman,
Here's Marwin
9.
Gonzalez now.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Hit hard on the ground to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, third baseman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And here's Jay to put it away, and that's out number 2.
The left fielder, number
Stepping
22.
in is Josh Reddick. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit back up the middle. A dive by Baez. The throw to first. Touche, sir. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Wilson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
Little dribbler down the line. That's a foul ball. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's Javier Baez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, that's an ugly swing right there. And they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make it adjust.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Pedro Strop gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Evan Gattis. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Evan Gattis.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it, the left fielder. 1 away.
The catcher, number 16, Brian
Ready for
McCann.
another shot now. Brian McCann. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Drilled to first. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Cameron.
Ready for
Maven.
another chance? Cameron Maven. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a line drive. But this will be foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his 2nd hit of the evening. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Astros 10. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Ben Zobrist.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? And that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, number 8. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Hey, when the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
In now is John Jay. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
Now the pitch. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
We're really watching a great performance. This is a good hitting team. He's got 2 outs already in the 6th inning. We're 1 out away from watching him get through the 6th with all zeros on the board.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Cubs are down in order. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. Ready once again, Jose Altuve. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch on its way. Hit hard up the middle. And this will get by Zobrist at short. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Well, how about that for a 4-hit game? He homered earlier. Now he picks up his 4th hit of the game. Wow, he's having a tremendous game.
Into the box now, George Springer. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Line toward the alley in left center. Jay has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, a double play.
Now batting,
Carlos Correa will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. The high fastball is in there.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 2 out, nobody on. Hot shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I've been so impressed how he's got ahead of hitters. He's been over 80% in the game right now. First pitch strike to hitters. When you do that, you're going to have good success.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse. I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Reddick going back on it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Riding in once again, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Tapper up the line. That winds up foul. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
Well, that was an impressive swing. A fastball, he's able to hit a foul ball home run with it, but he got out in front of it a little bit too much. Timing just a tad off.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. He spoils another one and will do it again. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball.
Well, now they wait to work the count. This is a long AB, but if they wanted to have any shot at him, you need to have these kind of at-bats early in the game.
And now he'll step off as they look for a strikeout pitch. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Anthony Rizzo stands in as he looks at a called strike. Now here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. Still working on a masterpiece. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for the Astros.
Ready for another chance? Alex Bregman. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Try to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Strop is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now in the box, Evan Gattis. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 2nd of the game as the blowout continues.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seem like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
The catcher, number 16.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Fouled back.
Boy, they have just not pitched well at all in this game. I mean, anytime you give up double digits, the pitching coach starts looking over his shoulders like, hey, ain't my fault.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Grounded to the right. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Houston leads this one 12. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging that out of the zone, helping him out. And there's a sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Out of the zone, you won't have a chance.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Springer is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And a fastball just misses for ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Hey, we're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Now a ball rolls softly to second. Altuve gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Koji Uehara enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Koji Uehara.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles.
Fielder, Cameron Maybin.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. 1 away.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose.
Ready for another shot now.
Altuve.
Jose Altuve. He's been scorching hot at the plate in this one. 4 hits, including a big fly thus far. Hard on the ground toward short. Zobrist is there. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Here's George Springer as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. His second home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Man, he should have put a bow on that pitch because it was an absolute gift. You can see that he caught too much at the plate and the hitter caught too much of the ball. Sayonara. See you next time.
Up next for the Astros.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
Carlos Correa.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Three home runs tonight. What a game he is having. To hit 3 homers in a game, you have to have pretty good swings to see the ball really well. But he's had an exceptional night tonight. 3 homers.
First baseman, number
Standing
9.
in now, Marwin Gonzalez.
He
swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. Solo shot to right center as the blowout continues.
Well, the heart of the order has flexed their muscles tonight. 3, 4, and 5 have gone back-to-back-to-back home runs in this game. Really impressive.
Third baseman, number 2.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Jay racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what.
22.
Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Into the box, Josh Reddick.
He swings and sends a bullet to right field.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting. Designated hitter, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. He's gone deep twice in the game, making him 2 for 4. First pitch on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get down out there. Bregman rounds third and is digging for the plate. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Well, I tell you, Matt, right there, man, that was an interesting play because the defense is playing so deep and playing no doubles. I just feel like if they were in at a normal depth, they would have caught that ball.
In now, Brian McCann. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. Gone! A 2-run home run for Brian McCann as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, balls are flying out of here faster than they can throw them across the plate, it seems. That's 4 home runs in this inning alone. It's times like this when pitchers wonder if maybe they've chosen the wrong profession. Their pitching coaches start wondering, too.
Now batting, center fielder.
Into the box now, Cameron Maybin. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here for Cameron Maybin as this lead got even wider.
In the job description of reliever, there's no mention of back-to-back homers. But there is a need for short memory. We'll see if he can put those 2 bombs behind him.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
He swings and crushes it. Oh, my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, they say hitting's contagious, but I didn't know home runs were. 3rd home run in a row by this team. They have got it working right now.
The right fielder, number
Standing
4.
in now, George Springer. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. 9th inning coming up. The Astros lead it 21-0. Here's Ben Zobrist now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team to lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down.
Now batting, number 8.
Digging in to try it again, number 8. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 0-1. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. McCann is under it. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Man, this is the stuff they teach you when you're a kid. You've got to call it. Looked like there was some miscommunication out there, and nobody made the play. That's a gift to the other team.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Hit hard down the line. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Struck him out. So now just one man stands between he and his no-hitter.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now is John Jay, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here.
Boy, he is not seeing the ball at all. He's already got 3 strikeouts. If he strikes out here, that's when you start calling the eye doctor.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2.
I like the call for the 2-strike changeup. He's got to make a better pitch. He got away with one right there.
Strike 3 called, and it's over. A no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances I've seen in a while. He's in the record books forever now.
Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Hey, when you basically take a game into your own hands and give your opposition absolutely no chance, you deserve all the credit in the world. His guys had to score for him, but he essentially was a one-man show out there.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square. just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.